Alright gang, welcome back to our Frugal Millionaire Challenge on Mazo. You joined me, it is now January. I lied to you a little bit, I apologize. I did say we were going to do another episode in December. We did not do so. We're just jumping to January just because I started to think about it a little bit more, and we really don't have a whole lot to do for the next 2 months outside of December, right? We had January and February, which we can't do anything at all, right? We had to wait till March so before we could even drill anything. If we did stuff in December, which we could have done, we just would have unfortunately run out of things to do in January and February. I mean, I'm already going to have a hard time probably figuring things out to do here. So I just decided to go ahead and skip to January day 1. So apologies. In the last episode I said we would, sell everything and do it in day 2 of December, but we've kind of changed our mind here after I've had a few days to sit on it and think about it. But I have put something new on the farm, though. I'm trying to specifically pick up all the wood chips here at an angle where you can't see it, because I want to kind of, show it to you here in a second. I don't want to spoil it. But we're going to sell everything that we have today as far as our crops go that's in the silo that we put in the last episode. We will sell all of that today. It'll be slightly less than what we could have made, but it's really pretty much the exact same price. Some of it, actually, some of the sell points are still going up a little bit, so... Now, you can probably hear my voice. It's starting to kind of come back to where it should be a little bit, I hope. At least it sounds like it to me. But I do still have a coughing fit every once in a while, so just bear with me, gang, in case you get another situation where you have some jump cuts or that are, in the middle of a conversation or whatever. That's the reason why, because I got into a coughing fit. But I am starting to feel a little bit better, so we're hopefully on the mend here. But how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. I'm happy to finally start to feel just slightly better. So you can see we spent some money. We did make a little money, in the process because we ran out of wood chips, obviously, so we were, making money off of that. And you may already notice a little bit, it's a little bit of a hint, I guess. If you look at the two vines, the grape vines and the olive vines there that we got, you can see that it looks like only olives are being produced right now, and that's because what we're doing with it involves grapes. So I think that's enough for that for now. Yeah, 12,000. So let me show you what you did. We put in a big, massive building. Huge building. So we're going to be making grape juice. We can also make tomatoes with it as well. So whenever we do get a greenhouse of some sort, a basic greenhouse, which I'm sure we will get at some point, we can also do tomato juice. So we've got a juice factory, which allows us to make farmers' grape juice. So let's go ahead and get it started. You can see we already have some grapes in there. 6,192 liters. To be exact, it does require water. You can see that. We'll have to put some more water in it, but I've already kind of did a little bit of that already up front. But yeah, farmer's grape juice and tomato juice we will be able to sell from this factory. So that's great. I have the grapes as distributing, so they will automatically go over here to the factory and continue to make us grape juice. Now, our carrot juice, we've got a decent amount in there, and we are running out of carrots. So that eventually is going to dry up. There's our wood chips in the actual heat plant. You can see we have a decent amount in there now. We are making money off of that still. We still have plenty of wood in the sawmill, and then there's plenty of wood in the charcoal kiln. Now, we do need to sell all of the charcoal as well today because, again, it's going to be dropping. So we've got a lot of things to do today, and really I want to figure out something to do with these olives as well. We haven't figured out what we're going to put in as far as the production goes, but I want to put something in for the olives. But this is a nice big building. I've never used this building. I wanted to use it. I wanted to, put something down that was big onto the farm that would attract individuals to our farm, to tour the the factory and all that stuff, and maybe just come in and buy their juice directly from us. So you can see it in there working. It's awesome. Very excited about it. Now, it has snowed. You can see that, obviously. There's a lot of snow on the ground. We may be modifying our yard even more, and what I mean by that is modifying where our house is. So, we have our pond that we created, and I love our pond. I don't necessarily know if I want to get rid of it or not, but we have the option to do so very soon, and the reason why I'm saying that is I've found another pond, which is basically a lake. Now, the water here is a little dirty. This is not the best looking water. But there is that option for us to use this, which is basically a creek that goes that way. And we could dry up our pond and, you know, basically expand our yard into here a little bit. Don't know if we're going to do that or not, but that's an option. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. I don't know. I think I might keep it, at least for the foreseeable future, just because I like our little pond. I think it's nice. But if we need the room for whatever reason, later on we can do so. I also kind of... I took a slight bit of the pond away, but really not much. It's just more of a severe drop there instead of what it used to be. Just to make this a little bit flatter, a little bit easier for us to drive through. And eventually, I'm going to sell, or at least move, not sell, move. I've moved this a couple of times now, but we're going to move our selling point here, so it's not really in the way. I mean, it's not in the way really that bad right now, but I would like to make this kind of a path going straight through here, so we will eventually move that as well. Now, like I said, we have a lot of things to do today. We need to sell all of our crop, and that's probably the first thing we do, and then we'll sell the wood chips. So the packet of charcoal and all that good stuff there after that. So let's stop that there. I'll just use this tractor since it's already going. Now, snow is in the forecast again today, so we're just going to be dealing with a lot of snow today. There's not really a whole lot we can do about it. Snow's coming at, well, it looks like it's not coming until this afternoon, actually, so we may be done by then. Who knows? But in either case, you are going to be in the way. Let me move the vulture out of the way. It is going to be in the way. I did a little more yard work as well as far as cleaning things up, but you're not really going to be able to see that with the snow on the ground, so we'll have to see how it goes. I will need to sell the vegetable juice today as well, so a lot of things to do today. Lots and lots of things to do today. I'm going to get rid of the oat first. Now, I did remove some more trees over here to help, you know, fund that and just to kind of get a better idea of what I want to do over here. I still really fully haven't decided yet. But I did get rid of some of those trees, a few of them, and then I got rid of, well, you can kind of see it, I got rid of the trees here on the path that I made. I still need to get rid of this one. I'm leaving it there for right now, but I did get rid of all the trees out here to our secondary entrance we made. So let's go sell this oat. It's not going to be a ton of money. 4,000 liters is not that much, but every little bit counts at this point, right? Alright, let's sell the oats here. Now, I don't know if I want to sell all of the wheat or not. I had talked about doing chickens, right? I had talked about adding chickens at some point. I still have a drive to add chickens, 4,695. Nice. I still have a drive to add chickens. I just don't know exactly where I want to put the chickens yet, right? I think we need to clean out some more trees, and I know that's all we've been doing, right? And it's very unexciting to come watch me just clear out trees every episode, but 10,000 liters of wheat, huh? I think I'm just gonna leave the wheat in there for right now. Let's get the front loader back on and let's sell some more of these. Well, let's sell the charcoal first of all, and then we can sell some more of these pallets and see. Well, we can double check, I guess, the juice. I'm pretty sure the juice is good to sell in January. Forgot this bucket can pick up snow. I mean, it makes sense, but I just forgot about it. Now this is going to be fun. Try to pick these up in the snow. You see how big of issues they are normally without snow. But today, my goal, realistically, gang, is to get rid of some more trees. And then try to start mapping out some new fields, right? That's my goal here. I want to get some more fields loaded up here. Ready to go for us. March is going to come quick. March, April, when we can start actually putting new stuff down, is going to come quick. Now, one thing I have not checked yet, and I want to check, is what the price is, well, what's in the used market, first of all. And see what the prices are for some of the items out there, because there might be something out there for us. What is this? Diggs potatoes. Ooh, that's a nice little bale wrapper right there. But I'm not sure we need it yet, because our goal with that grass, right, is to get some sheep going, right? So are we going to need that yet? Probably not, because that's just going to be good for grass. It's not going to be good for our turning straw into silage bales, right? So might be more beneficial just to continue to lease for now, that portion at least. The other thing I want to do, which I talked about in the last episode, is get some kind of maintenance shed, right? Service station of some sort for us, so we can service our vehicles. They're getting a little worn down. They're still fine, but they're they're losing their luster a little bit. So they could use a little help, a little assistance from us, right? So let's go put this right here for now. It's just kind of my temporary storage for it now that I kind of took its original spot over there. Let me see about the vegetable juice, the carrot juice. Where is the best time to sell that? I feel like it's January. Preserved. Farmer's grape juice is best to sell in May, so that's coming up. Okay, so we've got to keep an eye on that. We won't be selling that today. Carrot juice, here we go. January. It is January. Okay, and it's dropping 1214. So we need to sell this stuff. Can I pick this up by hand? I feel like I might have checked this once before, but I forget. Okay, I can pick this up by hand. Let me go sell all of these, gang. Let's see how much money we get out of all of them. Hopefully it's a lot. We had a lot of carrots in there. I'm hoping this is going to be a nice profit for us, more so than what we were selling carrots by themselves were. So hopefully this is good. 1,214 each. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me get these sold. We'll see where we're at as far as our money goes, gang. Alright, gang, we sold them all, and you might be asking, well, why didn't you just get a trailer, Z? That would be much faster. You're right, it would be, but I didn't want to spend the money on it. Ran into the glitch where you go flying, sailing sky high into the sky when you're picking up those crates. So that was fun. I'll have to recreate that and make a short out of it or something. See if I can think of something funny to do with it. Alright, let's back this up. I probably can recreate it with these, actually. But I think these are best to sell, I want to say, in the summer. I guess one of the weird ones that's best to sell in the summer. Let's just double check that. Yep, June. So we won't be selling those today, even though they're actually not bad price. We won't sell them today. Alright, so the rest of today really is us trying to plan and figure out where we're going to put everything else, right? We've got to get rid of some more trees today. We need to kind of sort out path for more fields from these trees in here. And then kind of figure out what we're going to do with putting down some kind of maintenance shed, right? I want to get a maintenance shed in here pretty quickly, so it's just a matter of where I want to put it. And I'm always changing my mind, changing plans, right? Always. And it'll be a little difficult, though, for me to figure out what I want to do with all the snow on the ground here. It's not going to be as easy to figure out where you've been and what looks like good area to put something in, because the snow's covering it all up. But we'll see what we can get done and what we can come up with here. All right, we get rid of that tree. So this area is all nice and opened up now. We can expand the field, or in case we, or if we think of something else to do, I guess we could do that too there. Man, I love those silos. Those silos are fantastic. So the rest of these trees, like I said, I plan on keeping there, but I want to open up this area some more back in here, so I guess it really doesn't matter. I guess we'll just start here and go on. I want to expand this field over here that we bought with this one too. I just don't want it to go the way I'm looking right now, where I'm going to keep those trees. I don't want to go that way. It can come this way, where I'm taking stuff out now, but I don't want to go anywhere else, if that makes any sense. I mean, I don't want to go to that way anymore, if that makes sense. I'm sure it does make sense. I'm probably not saying it how I should be, but I'm sure it makes sense. All right. Let's get rid of more of these stumpies. And then we're going to go sell these. It'll be slightly less than what's best, I think, but it's not going to be bad. Wood chips are good for most of the winter months. It's dropping severely now, so that's why we need to get as many of these trees down today as we possibly can, which means another day, like I said at the beginning, another day of doing tons and tons of wood chips, and I know that's boring, but we got to get it done, gang. We just have to get it done. We've got to make more money so we can buy more plots of land, and we continue our quest here of succeeding, because we are on our way right now to succeeding very well. We can pretty much get close to paying off our loan here soon. As a matter of fact, the loan we have to pay off is $250,000. We have $212,000 at current. Let's pay some of that loan off right now. I'm not going to pay all of it off, but let's pay $50,000 of it off. And we'll just see how we go here. I want to make sure we have enough money to buy that plot of land. I want to buy that other plot of land right next to us today. This one right here, which we need $208,000. I want to buy this one today pretty badly. All of the trees over there, for the most part, I may just get rid of off camera. Well, I shouldn't say that. Not all of them, but a good portion of those I think I will get rid of off camera, because I want to get rid of them now, right, when the price is still decent. Which means January 1, or January 2, whatever. We have to get rid of them now. I don't want to do 3 episodes in a row with tons and tons of wood chips. So, I guess what I'm getting at here is I will do a good portion here today with wood chips, all on this field over here. And then whenever we buy that field over there, I'm probably going to get rid of a lot of those off camera, without you. And then when, you get back to the next episode, you'll see tons and tons of money, and that will be what it's from. You'll know that's what it's from. There's something in the ground there we need to get rid of. There we go. So let's get going here, gang. We'll put a bit of a time lapse in here, since you guys have seen this so many times. I don't want to do it a bunch and bore the crap out of you, but we'll do some more of this. Get it done. Oh, there's a little piece of chip there that I'm gonna have to deal with. That's gonna be a problem. But I'll put a time lapse in here, gang. We'll get some more of this done. We'll make some more money, enough certainly to buy that plot of land, like I said, and then we'll go from there as far as trying to plan out where our field is going to be over here and how big it's going to be. If it's going to be multiple fields, who knows? We'll start working on that, though. All right, gang, the wood chips are just, at this point, becoming unfair. We are making so much money off this that it's removing the hard difficulty of this challenge altogether. So I think what I'm going to do moving forward is I'm not going to do wood chips every time whenever we need money. I'm going to try to go about knocking down trees the old-fashioned way, doing it a little bit differently, using some other wood machinery rather than just doing this Tree Devour mod, which is awesome. Don't get me wrong, it's great. But I don't think using this every time, doing this every time is really that realistic. I think we're making progress too fast now. I know that sounds crazy because I'm so far behind everybody else, even though it's not a challenge. You get what I mean. I'm so far behind everybody else as far as how far they've gone through, but they've all been doing a lot of wood chips too. But I want to change it up. I think this is. I mean, we're at nearly 400,000 here, gang, and we've got so many more trees in there to get to. So if we keep this up, I mean, we could buy pretty much every plot on the map pretty quickly. So, and it's not that I don't want to get to that point eventually. I don't want to continue going down that path. I think it's a little bit too cheaty, if that makes any sense at all. So we have 385,000, which is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. We still have a ton of trees to take down up here on this plot of land. We haven't even really scratched the surface up here. We've pretty much just hit this section right here, I guess, and then slight small amount right up this row here, and that's it. So we haven't touched any of this whole big quadrant right here. So we've probably only touched about 1/3 of that field. But it has given us enough to buy this plot of land, which is I've said I wanted to do for many times now. So we're going to go ahead and buy it. That leaves us with 177,203. That is unbelievable. We have all of these trees now to work with, and we've got this field here too, which I don't think has anything in it. Yeah, it's just cultivated. So we've got another big field here as well. So ideally, we need to get rid of the trees right here first off on this field, so then we can expand this field, but that'll come, later on, I think. So we have $177,000. So there are things we need to buy that we have yet to buy. First of all, we need the harvester for the vegetables. So we need to do that. This is the one I think I want. It's one we utilize a lot. We're utilizing it in the 200 horsepower challenge as well, but it's just the best one. Since we have a drill for it now, it just makes sense to go ahead and buy this now. So let's go ahead and get it purchased. That way we don't have to worry about it. We got a few things to pick up at the shop as well. We got the mower from the last episode we still haven't picked up there as well. And ideally, we probably should look at getting a new trailer of some sort. Now, I did say I'm not going to do any more wood chip stuff, off camera. If I need to do some work and need to make some money or something like that, I can certainly utilize it. But anytime moving forward on camera, unless it's, we're in dire straits and we have to because we just need the money, we're going to try different approaches to utilizing the wood. And what I mean by that is if we look at some of the actual forestry machinery stuff here, maybe we find, something a little smaller that we can utilize to pick up and get rid of the trees and things like that. I don't know if there's going to be anything. See, they're all pretty expensive, so it's going to take a little bit. But, you get what I mean, I guess. There's also the option of us just going to the forestry equipment, right? And then doing one of these, right? Where we chop it down by hand and then we can pick it up that way. A little more annoying, but there are other options, I guess is what I'm trying to get at for us to utilize here. But it just depends. I mean, we'll see how things go, I guess. It may end up being the fact that even though I said that, we may end up still going back to doing the wood chips. Sorry, gang, hit the microphone there. But I would ideally like to, change it up a little bit. I just think we're making money too quickly now that it's removing the hard difficulty from this challenge altogether, and I don't want to continue down that path. Hopefully what I'm saying makes sense to you. Hope. If not, well, I guess, oh well. Don't laugh, Z. You'll start coughing. Don't laugh. Okay, so this area over here is actually not as flat as I was hoping it to be. So if we do a little bird's eye view here, this area kind of with this field here, relatively flat, like about here-ish. So that's where I kind of envision that we'll expand this field out to, right? Clear all these trees out here and expand it out. Probably clear these out too. But then the rest of this, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I guess I can still turn it into a crop field, but it is not as flat as I was hoping, which means I said we might expand the yard into here a little bit. That's not really the best use when it's kind of hilly like that. So I think we'll be expanding the yard this way, which is what my other initial thought was, right? Oh, look, we got a hunting perch up here. Well, that's cool. Can I climb up that? Well, we got to go over there and check this out. Hold on a second, gang. We just found something new. I didn't even know that was there. You gonna let me climb it? Kind of. Not easily, but kind of. Look at that! Overlooking our new field here. Oh, that's kind of cool, gang. We're hunting blind up here. This is sweet. Awesome. Alright, well, here's our new field. We can put something in there quickly. Alright. So, really, we need to get rid of some more trees over on this side so we can expand the yard, because it's really what I want to do, right? I want to keep building this yard and making it bigger. We have one shed. We realistically need another shed. And we need the maintenance shed, right? So the maintenance thing is the one I'm worried about right now. I don't know where I want to put this maintenance shed. I said I was going to expand this out, but, I mean, this is a pretty prime spot of real estate here. But the problem is I can't really see because of the snow. Now, I know if I go into here and I do this, it's not really a cheat because you're spending money. But if you do this, see, it removes it. So you can actually see where the ground is and all that stuff. It removes the snow. But, I mean, you are spending money to do this, right? So you gotta factor that in. But you can at least see. And it didn't cost that much. So at least I can now see where my road is that I made here. There is enough room to put it there, but if we put it there, though, the problem is if we put this on a worker ever, we're going to have to at least do, a couple headland passes down here, or the worker's not going to go all the way to the end. Let me think about this, gang. I want to put the maintenance shed in today at a minimum. So let me think about this. Alright, gang, so I did decide to put it down here. It does remove what I talked about in the last episode of expanding this out, but that's alright. That's alright. I think it fits best here. I think it looks best down here as well. Kind of off the beaten path a little bit, and then this can kind of round out the end of our yard going this way at least. So I'm fine with it. I like the way that it turned out here. Oh, maybe I can't use it. Oh boy. Do I have to really drive it all the way in there? No, I just have to drive it there. Okay, that's not that bad. Alright. So $725 to repair it. Yes, let's repair everything. Perfect. It looks like it has a gas tank there. I don't really know if I can put gas into there or not, but if I can, that would be nice. I'll have to look into that, but in any case, we've got that in there now, so that's good. It's another step done. So what I would like to do here, to kind of round out the episode here, is at least try to get some kind of a line put in right behind here, the field back here, of where we're going to start working on putting another field in at, right? I'd like to start at least getting that drawn out, I guess is how I put it. It's going to be hard to do with the snow, but as long as we get relatively close, I think when the snow melts, we can get that cleaned up without any true issues here. So let's see. I think I want to put. So let's think this through here for a minute. So I think I want to take a track this way and kind of run it, on this side here, because it'd probably be good to have a, kind of like it's an awkward circle, I guess. kind of have like a circle that goes around here so we can connect everything, right, to the yard and then whatever fields we end up making out this way. So I think that's what we'll do, which means I need to probably start, let's see, something like have the road curve like this and then around like this, which means I probably need to make it kind of go around with it, right, and then come this way. I don't think I want to go all the way to the end here because I think I might want to continue to add productions this way, maybe, or maybe this way. I don't really know. Yeah, let's just try to get something laid out. We don't really have enough trees removed, honestly, to do this, but if we can at least get the initial line from, this way, going this way out, maybe we have an idea better of what we're going to be looking at here once we get rid of some more of these trees. And again, I'll get rid of a bunch of these trees off camera. Well, it'd probably be good if I actually turned on Create Field, wouldn't it? There we go. So something kind of like this, right? Just kind of wrap around with where I plan on putting the road at. And then kind of curve it like this. And then up this way. Right? Something like that. And then just kind of head up this way as much as we can here, kind of following the road here a little bit, doing some curves. Now it's hard to figure out where the end of this of our line is here, but I do know it goes past 171, so we've got a bit of a ways to go here. I'm gonna turn it probably when I get up here to this tree. Kind of come back this way now. And we got all these trees in the middle to get rid of, but if we can at least get a baseline line drawn out, we will know, how many more of these trees we really need to get out so we can actually turn this into a field. And I'm going to turn it up this way. Might be too far, actually, because we want to expand that field, like I said, but, I mean, that can always be fixed up later, right? Now, when I do some more of this woodworking stuff off camera, like I said, I'm probably going to use the wood chips again just to get some money back up, but I'm not going to, go overboard with it. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I mean, I made that perfect, didn't I? Well, it's not the most perfect straight line I've ever made. Look at that. Oops. Well, anyway, I probably will utilize the wood chip thing. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad shape. And then this one could be expanded out to, here or whatever, then put a small, thin line in between it. Yeah. I mean, eventually we'll probably expand it up this way because I think we do have, like I said, I think it's like this tree right here up. So we do have more room to go here. But yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad shape. That's at least it's a starting point, right? We can work to get rid of these trees first of all, because we'll be planting or drilling something in here before this is ready to harvest, right? So it'd be good for us to get rid of these trees as a priority, so that way we can continue to create this into a field, and then we can actually put something in it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We'll go with that. So, off camera, when I get rid of some more of these trees, right, I'm going to probably utilize the wood chip thing, like I was saying, right, just to get us some more money so we can actually get some more stuff done, but I don't want to use too much. And what I mean by that is I don't want to just sit there and get rid of every single tree that we have. And every single tree we have with the wood chips, it's going to make us, I mean, we'll probably be close to $1 million, right? I don't want to have that be the situation here. I don't want it to be so unrealistic with our money that we've won before we've really even started. I mean, we've started, but we really, I feel like, are just now finally starting to get onto our own of an actual farm, right? We're finally in a position where we've got fields, we've got land, we've got equipment, we've got the stuff we need, right? So I don't want to get to a position where I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't want to get to a position where we have so much money that we're not giving ourselves a challenge anymore. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. So Hopefully all of that makes sense. I've tried to explain it a few different ways and a few different times, but we will utilize the wood chips, just not as much as we have been. And if I do utilize them, it'll be mostly off camera moving forward, just to progress and things like that. So, well, gang, I was going to end it there, but I spent a little bit more time. I got rid of some more trees, obviously made some more money, as you can see, a lot more money. And the snow has melted, so let's get a few other things done here, just to make this a little bit more of a beefier episode than what we did in the previous episode. You know, I do feel a little bit better, so I feel like I can make up for a little bit of it here today. So I just want to take a peek really quick before I carry on here. I want to make sure there's nothing I missed. I know there's going to be stuff because of the snow, right? I just want to make sure I clean all this up, because really we want to get this this field kind of drilled out as much as we can, and that means we're going to upgrade our cultivator as well. We got a lot of things to pick up at the shop, a lot, and I can do most of that off camera. Most of it I will do off camera, but since we've got the money now, because these wood chips are king, right? We're going to spend a little bit and upgrade our cultivator, because our cultivator that we can utilize as a you know, create field, it really could use an upgrade. It is a smaller one, and now that we're getting larger fields here, it's time. It just takes a long time to do as it currently is, so it's time to give that a little bit of an upgrade. So we'll utilize some of this money that we gained from the wood chips to that. So you can see pretty much all the wood chips here, for the most part, are, well, all the wood that was here and the outline we made, the initial outline we made, they're all gone, and the money we made is all from that, just from those wood chips. So really shows you how much money these wood chips produce for us. And one of the main reasons why I'm very much on the bandwagon, I think, here of trying not to use the wood chips as much as I have been. Granted, I'm doing it still currently, but I think you get what I mean. When we start going into this field over here, this big, massive wood field over here that we haven't touched yet, we'll probably do almost entirely without wood chips. Maybe a few of them here and there, but most of them we're not even going to touch the wood chips on. We're going to, you know, make sure we get everything else filled up. Obviously, we have to keep having wood chips for our heat plant here, but we're going to get this thing filled back up to max. We're going to get the charcoal filled back up to max. We're going to get all of that going. And I actually, since we have enough money now and the money's fine, I'm actually going to turn the charcoal, wherever that is. I forget where the button is. Is it here? Here, it's here. I'm going to turn this on to selling automatically. They are a pain in the ass to sell, so let's just sell those. Why not? We've got enough money now. We've got enough land now. We've got enough things going on now that I'm not really that concerned about losing a little bit of money for the wood, for the charcoal there. The charcoal prices are, I mean, they fluctuate, but they're not that bad. They're really not. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. I mean, you've seen it before, but it'd be good to have a little reminder, right? It's like a couple $100, I think. No, it is a lot more than a couple $100. Excuse me. Excuse me. I am thinking of something else then, clearly. Yeah, okay, well, regardless, we can still keep them on selling for a few months, and then we can turn it off and have it store, and then eventually, when it gets to being a point where they're, you know, it's time to sell them again, I can just turn it on selling, and then the ones that are still in storage will just sell, and then we only have to move 5 of them, which is much easier on me and us in general, right? So, alright. Let's go ahead and drop this thing off here. Just going to leave it right here. We're just going to leave that one right here. We're going to jump into this guy. Hook up to this. Go take it into the shop here. I don't think this needs repaired. I think we just repaired it a few seconds ago. Because it's fully maxed out here. So we'll take this back to the shop, though. Get it sold. And then we'll get a new one. We'll fit a new one. Alright, gang, so I got down here, and then I said, wait a minute. Why don't we just upgrade our Vultra? Our Vultra we bought was used. It was starting to have a lot of issues with having to be serviced a lot. So why don't we just upgrade the Vultra? So that's what we did. So we bought a Fendt. This Fendt is really nice. It's got over 200 horsepower for us. We spent all of our money on this plus this cultivator. And this is quite a big cultivator, but this cultivator, again, will allow us to create fields. And when we have to cultivate fields, which is often, this is going to speed us. This is going to speed up our ability and the time it takes tremendously for us. We are going to be able to cruise through these things now, which is good because I've mentioned before, there's daunting tasks are coming our way. They really, truly are. We're going to have so much to do, and it's going to be hard to get it all done within a 2-day period for the month. So this is going to help a lot. Let's get this back to the farm. We have $76,000 left. Yeah, and we'll get working on fixing that or creating that field. All right, we're back here. We'll see how this does. I think this is going to go really well. I think this is going to, we're going to blow through this so quickly. Oh yeah. Look at this. It's just pulling it like butter. Like absolute butter. Oh, this is great. This is absolutely fantastic for us. So we're going to expand this field out a little bit more. I had some more thoughts on this while I was getting rid of it. We've got all that land over there, right? And I said I wanted to kind of expand the yard that way as well. So I don't think we need as much room going up this path as I initially said. So we'll probably make this field bigger than what it currently is. But this at least gets us a, you know, a foundation, right? A baseline here of what we're looking at, how big the field could potentially be, how big it is now, right? Yeah, this is going to take no time at all to do this. We'll go around the headland here one more time, and then we'll start going up and down the typical path you would see, and then we'll get this thing laid out. This is great, man. This is super exciting. This tractor is awesome. I love a good Fendt. This is going to be great for us. Let's get it done. Alright gang, with that, we're going to leave the episode there. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, like, subscribe if you're new. It's free, helps me a ton. Thanks so much to our channel members. You guys are amazing. Make sure you check the other links to my other channels down below as well. Let me know your thoughts, all that good stuff. And until next time, I'll see each and every single one of you in the next episode.